Well, it's all I can do in this short space.
I thought you were night shift.
I'm leaving. I'm going to dinner right now. I have to go. My mom.
I already called the police. So
You called the police?
Because this is a violation.
He forced me.
This is a violation.
I'm trying to be straight.
I'm trying to be nice. This is a violation.
I appreciate you, sir.
So if you don't move, then the police are on.
We're moving. The police is crazy. Oh, here, yeah.
You're telling me, no, this is not a license.
What would you call it?
This is not a license.
That's my license.
But if you move and stay like on the sidewalk, so you will be good.
Jack Doherty just hit a new low, and this time it's downright humiliating. Picture this: a Miami restaurant, a live stream, and Jack Doherty getting literally escorted out by a security officer from Allied Universal Security Services. Yes, you heard that right. Jack was completely shut down, forced to leave, and handed over to the authorities because he blatantly violated the restaurant's rules. This isn't just a minor slip-up. This is a full-blown public embarrassment, and it's safe to say Jack Doherty is in serious trouble. If you remember, Jack's name was already swirling in controversy after the chaos with Wes Watson at a Miami restaurant. Back then, Wes Watson and his bodyguard got into a serious confrontation, and Jack Doherty somehow got tangled in the mess. There were even whispers that he might face arrest, but this latest incident makes that situation look minor. The Allied Universal officer didn't just confront him casually. Jack was streaming live on nuisanceparty.com when the officer approached him. They immediately asked for proper licensing, and what they discovered sent shockwaves. Whatever Jack was doing violated the restaurant's policies in a major way, putting him in a potentially dangerous spot. The scene reportedly turned tense fast. Staff, other patrons, and even Jack's online viewers witnessed the drama unfold in real time. Jack Doherty, who's usually bold and confrontational, was left with no choice but to comply and leave the premises, humiliated in front of everyone. Security wasn't messing around. They made it clear that rules are rules, and Jack's actions were completely unacceptable. This latest scandal adds yet another layer to Jack Doherty's growing list of public disasters, leaving everyone wondering just how far he'll sink before things get truly out of control. Allied Universal isn't just some random security team. They're one of the top security services providers in Miami, Florida. They were in charge of keeping this restaurant safe and making sure everyone followed the rules.
Sorry, can I touch you for a second, man?
What happened?
This is a private property.
Oh, okay, should we leave?
Yeah, so no, listen, they don't allow people to like speak on the property without the permission. If you got a license for the streaming, you show us and we send it to the applicant, so you gotta be good.
Yeah. Oh, here, yeah.
You're telling me, no, this is not a license.
What would you call it?
And when the officer approached Jack Doherty, things quickly went south. The officer asked for his proper license, and when Jack couldn't produce a legitimate one, things got intense, fast. The security officer didn't hesitate. Jack was not just asked to leave, he was literally escorted out, with the restaurant staff and other patrons watching the whole thing unfold. Imagine streaming live for your followers, thinking you're in control, and suddenly being humiliated in front of everyone. Jack Doherty's face reportedly dropped, and the tension in the room was palpable. It was a full-on public shaming, all because he couldn't follow basic rules. And it doesn't stop there. Being handed over to the authorities isn't just embarrassing, it's potentially a serious legal headache. For someone like Jack, who's already been tangled in prior Miami incidents, this is a nightmare scenario. Allied Universal made it crystal clear.
This is not a license.
That's my license.
But if you move and stay like on the sidewalk, so you will be good. But for here, so we don't want to be in trouble. That's why I'm trying to let you know. If you move over here, so
Did it work?
No.
no, I just saw that at your corner, and I was like, bro, I have to move here.
We'll just leave.
You living right now?
Yeah, only if you join my Pumped Out Fun Live.
Rules are rules, and Jack Doherty broke them. His online antics, live streaming, and disregard for regulations just caught up with him in the worst way possible. Did you catch that shady behavior from Jack Doherty? This guy fully knew he didn't have the proper license, yet he acted completely reckless and ridiculous right in front of the security officer. At first, the officer didn't have to raise his voice or get aggressive. He stayed calm, professional, and simply told Jack to step aside and leave the area. But instead of cooperating, Jack just kept pushing boundaries, making the situation way messier than it needed to be. It's wild because you could see the officer trying to handle things smoothly, giving Jack a chance to do the right thing, But Jack wasn't interested in following the rules. His actions just made him look more desperate and out of control, and everyone around him could see it. This wasn't just a minor hiccup, it was a public display of pure chaos.
This is not a license.
That's my license.
But if you move and stay like on the sidewalk, so you will be good. But for here, so we don't want to be in trouble. That's why I'm trying to let you know. If you move over here, so that
Did it work?
No.
no, I just saw that. I just go ahead. I was like, bro, I have to move here.
We'll just leave.
Living right now?
Yeah, only if you join my Pumped Out Fun Live.
Right in the middle of a Miami restaurant. By ignoring the officer's instructions, Jack Doherty practically guaranteed that things were about to escalate. And escalate they did. Staff and security had no choice but to step in fully, making it clear that Jack's antics wouldn't be tolerated. For someone streaming live on nuisanceparty.com, this was the ultimate humiliation. Millions of eyes watching as he got shut down, left scrambling, and caught completely off guard. Guys, seriously, what is going on with Jack Doherty? I mean, this guy is on a 24/7 live stream, and you just know he's pulling this kind of chaotic behavior hundreds of times every single hour. Watching him is honestly disgusting. And what's up with his hair? It's a complete disaster. Messy, short, chaotic, and he can't stop touching it. Messing with it like he's trying to do something, but nobody knows what. Every time someone tries to get his attention, he's glued to his phone, completely ignoring the world around him. It's like he's in his own bubble, totally unaware of how ridiculous he looks. And while he's streaming live, people are watching every move, every slip up, and trust me, there's a lot to see. It's the kind of behavior that makes you shake your head and ask, how does he even get away with this? Honestly, it's not just the hair or the phone, it's the entire energy he's giving off. Short, messy, chaotic, and out of control.
All right, you got that? All right, cool.
I know I'm gonna be on the camera, but so we're trying to do our job. That's our job. You cannot film on the property without the permission of the property. So we're trying to be nice, all right? Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
I'm leaving, sorry.
Jack Doherty is literally a walking disaster on camera, and this latest restaurant incident just proves it. It's one thing to mess up once, but Jack, he's doing it over and over, and the world is watching every second of it. For some context, this isn't even the first time Jack Doherty has messed around with bikes like this. The guy clearly hasn't learned a single lesson. This time, he was trying to do something reckless with a bike, right there in a public place. I mean, come on, where's the common sense? People watching were literally disgusted by his behavior. And get this, he wasn't even being subtle. Jack was standing right in front of another kid's bike, completely ignoring all the previous warnings he's been given. It's like he doesn't care about consequences or respect for others. The whole thing screams clout chasing. Every move he makes is just for the camera, for attention, for a reaction. And honestly, it's pathetic. Jack Doherty keeps pushing boundaries and acting recklessly, and yet somehow he thinks it's funny or clever. But the truth is, this kind of stunt only fuels more public outrage and humiliation. Every time he does something like this, it's just another chapter in his long list of embarrassing moments, and people are starting to notice that he can't control himself. This latest bike fiasco is just proof that Jack's antics are out of control, and the live audience is always there to catch it all. Oh my God, how many lies can Jack Doherty keep spitting out? Now that the consequences are catching up to him, he's literally trying to blame the kids. It's insane and honestly disgusting. First, he acted completely reckless.
Try? The back brake works good?
Yeah, but just be careful. Have you ever ridden it before?
Of course, yeah. Oh my God. Wait. Yo, why is it like, what's wrong with this shit? Oh yeah, this shit's fucked up, bro. I ain't wheeling on that fucking shit. Hell nah. Hell to the fuck nah. What the fuck? You should have warned me about that broken ass handlebar. This is the most broke.
Going up to the kids and begging for a ride like it was some kind of joke. But the worst part, once he actually rode, he started pointing fingers, claiming it was their fault for letting him do it. Watching him try to shift all the blame is beyond pathetic. This isn't just reckless behavior. It's manipulative and shameless. Jack Doherty is acting like the rules don't apply to him, like he can just slide through and let others take the fall for his mistakes. People around him were shocked, seeing a grown adult refuse to own up to his actions and instead throw the kids under the bus to save his own reputation. This kind of stunt crosses the line between the public humiliation, reckless antics, and now the blatant blaming of kids. Jack Doherty is stacking up more evidence that he's completely out of control. It's not just embarrassing, it's a real problem, and it's clear that the authorities or security were right to step in. Jack's pattern of irresponsible behavior keeps escalating, and each new stunt just proves he has no sense of accountability. But the chaos didn't stop there. Later on, one of Jack Doherty's fans actually spoke up, and what this fan said was absolutely hilarious. The comment completely humiliated Jack in a way nobody expected, turning the spotlight on him from a new angle. It was one of those moments that make you shake your head and think, how does he keep digging himself deeper? This little twist perfectly shows why so many people can't stand Jack Doherty. His reckless actions, constant clout chasing, and now public humiliation from his own fans.
Yo, go wheelie, bro. I saw you just wanted to keep through.
Well, it's all I can do in this short space. All right, here we go.
Better than him.
Do I?
Yeah.
Make it easy to see why he's such a controversial figure. Yet, despite all this, the exact reason people hate him so much is still a little uncertain. It's like his behavior just keeps stacking up, leaving everyone guessing what he'll do next. Jack Doherty has officially become a magnet for chaos, embarrassment, and public mockery, and it seems like there's no end in sight. Each stunt, each reckless move only adds fuel to the fire, proving that he's completely out of control, and the world is watching every second of it. Actually, everyone already knows why people hate Jack Doherty, except, of course, his fans. And honestly, it's hard to tell if some of them were speaking ironically just to humiliate him, or if they genuinely support this chaos. But what went down here is beyond disgusting. In a residential area, and in such a crowded spot, Jack Doherty just showed up to clout chase, hunt for attention, and boost his stream views on nuisanceparty.com. It's reckless in every sense of the word. The guy has no sense of boundaries, no respect for others, and clearly no awareness of how dangerous and ridiculous his actions are. And this isn't even the first time he's been shut down. Just days ago, he was refused service by a McDonald's worker for similar antics. Yet, instead of learning, Jack keeps doubling down, making things worse, and turning every public space into his personal stage for chaos. This pattern of reckless attention-seeking is exactly why Jack Doherty keeps ending up in situations like this. Each stunt fuels the outrage. Each clout chase fuels the humiliation, and all of it gets broadcast live for everyone to see. It's almost like he's daring the world to call him out, and the world is definitely watching. But now, Jack Doherty is getting refused everywhere he goes. People in the area are literally humiliating him, turning him away from restaurants, stores, and public spots. Honestly, he deserves every bit of it. What he's doing right now is completely disgusting. When people see him confront someone like Wes Watson, flexing that fake alpha male persona and causing chaos in public, it's clear he has no respect for others. This isn't just about one mess up. It's reckless, harmful, and socially unacceptable. Jack's behavior violates basic social norms, ruins public spaces, and disturbs the calm of the community. All this chaos is coming straight from Jack Doherty and his shady attention-seeking actions. He needs to face real consequences for this. If he doesn't, just imagine what he could do next. Something even more reckless, more disgusting, and potentially more dangerous to others. Jack Doherty absolutely needs to be held accountable. The question is, who will stop him if the authorities don't? And the truth is, if he keeps getting away with this, it's only a matter of time before things spiral even further out of control. If you're shocked by this story and want to see more explosive updates on Jack Doherty and other celebrity chaos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop.